Hello, welcome to our first session of the English language distance learning program. My name is Asma Abdurrahman Dahir. I am a teacher of Lycée d'État. I will be your teacher during this session. Yesterday, let me tell you a story. Yesterday, I was home with my son. He was running in the house. He was running from a room to another room. He was playing in the house. He was making a lot of noises. So I gave him two choices. First choice, to sit and watch TV. Second choice, to play with the PlayStation. So I told him, you either watch TV or play with your PlayStation. I gave him two choices. It is up to him. Suppose that your teacher asks you to write an essay or to speak in front of the class. Which one would you prefer? If he says, you either write an essay or speak in front of the class, you need to pick one. You have two choices, two options. Which one would you prefer? To speak in front of the class or to write a lesson? So today's lesson or today's session is about that. Using either or neither nor to express two choices, okay? What are they? We call them correlative conjunctions. Correlative means they work together. There are two words. These two words work in pairs. They don't get to be separated. Conjunctions mean a word that joins two sentences. Okay? That's why we call them correlative conjunctions, because they work in pairs. There are two conjunctions which work in pairs. They don't get to be separated. How do we pronounce these two words, either and neither? There are two ways of pronouncing them. For either, for example, you could say either. You can pronounce it that way. Or you can pronounce this way. You could say either. So you could say either, or you could say either. Both ways are correct. It applies with neither too. You could say neither, or you could say neither. Both ways are correct, okay? So, let's see the structure. They represent in the choice of two adjectives, of two nouns, of two verbs, of two phrases, of two clauses. They work in two. Look at the first one. Either plus adjective plus or plus adjective. You cannot put this adjective in front of either. That structure won't be correct. So the correct structure, the correct form is like this. Remember, you need to respect the structure, okay? Look at the first example. Here's an example. I don't know where John is from. I have two choices. He is either French or he is American. I have two choices. He is either French or American. First choice, French. Second choice, American. Look at the second one. Either plus noun plus or plus noun. Here's another structure. I'm going to travel either to Paris or to London. See, I have two choices. I'm going to travel, but I have two places to go. I can go to Paris or I can go to London. Two options. Another example. I have saved money. I have money to buy either a dress or a coat. I have two options. Definitely I will buy a dress or I will buy a coat. Two choices. Either plus phrase plus or plus phrase. You can stay with me. This is the phrase. You can stay either with me or with your aunt. This is the phrase, okay? Two choices. You come with me or you stay with your aunt. Two choices, two options. Another example. I will go either to the park or to the mall. I will go to the park or I will go to the mall. I have two choices still. Another structure, either plus clause plus or plus clause. That is the structure. You need to respect the structure of the sentence, the form of the sentence. Either I drive you to the airport. That is my first option. My second option is, or you take a taxi. Your choice, your decision, it is up to you. Dinner is ready. Either you eat now or you eat later, after 2 hours, after 3 hours, anytime you want. You either eat now or you eat later. Dinner is ready. Either, that's the structure, see? You eat now, that is the clause. Or, here, you eat later. That is the structure of this, see? Good. Let's moving forward. Neither nor. What is neither nor? Neither nor is the opposite of either or. We use them when we have the choice between two negative alternatives. Okay? Example. Neither Ahmed. You could say neither Ahmed nor his wife said anything about traveling to France. If I put this sentence in other way, it will come up like this. Ahmed said nothing about traveling to France. His wife said nothing about traveling to France. It means that I heard from someone else. See? Ahmed said nothing about traveling to France. His wife said nothing about traveling to France. If I put these two sentences in one sentence, it will be like this. Neither Ahmed nor his wife said anything about traveling to France. Okay? Another example. We got so wet because it was raining. We had neither umbrellas nor raincoats. That's why we were so wet. Another example. Ahmed said he will contact me. Neither he wrote nor phoned. Ahmed didn't write to me. Ahmed didn't phone me. He didn't call me. He didn't write to me a text message or an email. Nothing. He didn't contact me. Neither he wrote nor phoned. See? Okay? So there is one important rule that you need to remember, you need to understand. Just an exception. One important thing to remember is for both either or and neither nor, it is the subject closest to the verb besides the form of the verb. Which means, if the subject closest to the verb is singular, then the form of the verb is singular. If the subject closest to the verb is plural, the form of the verb is plural. Example, either my mother or my sisters, S at the end, my sisters are preparing the wedding cake. The word sisters is in plural. The verb is plural. Another example, either my sisters or my mother is preparing the wedding cake. This noun is singular. The verb is singular. The rule was the noun that is closest to the verb decides the form of the verb. If the noun is plural, the verb is plural. If the noun is singular, the verb is singular. It applies with neither nor too. It applies with neither nor. Neither my mother or my sisters are preparing the wedding cake. Sisters is a plural noun. The verb is plural. Neither my sisters or my mother is preparing the wedding cake. My mother is singular, so the verb is singular. This noun decides the form of the verb. If this noun is in plural, the verb is in plural. If the noun is singular, so the verb is singular. Thank you. Now I hope that you understand so far. Here's an activity. Complete the following sentence by using either or neither nor. I'm giving you 5 minutes to complete with either or and neither nor. Well, now I am back. Here is the correction of the activity that I gave you earlier. The words in here, in orange, are the missing word, the word that I ask you to complete with. I ask you to complete with either or neither nor. For example, look at the first sentence. In this game, you either win or lose. It depends on you. We cannot complete with, in this game, you neither win nor lose it, because it's not a negative alternative that is expected from you. Second sentence, neither Rami nor Zara will help you with your homework. They are both busy. Rami won't help you with your homework. Zara won't help you with your homework because both of them are busy. Third sentence, this is my offer. You either take it or leave it. Two choices. Number 4, I need neither your help nor your compassion. Why? Because I can handle my problems all by myself. 5, either Ali or Fatuma will write the report. In other words, Ali will write the report, Fatuma will write the report. Just ask one of them. All of them, both of them are available. My mom neither read nor write. See the words in here? These words are the appropriated words. She is illiterate. She never went to school. She never learned anything. Seventh sentence, you can neither, or neither, same thing. You can neither use this computer nor the other. Someone must fix them. Why you cannot use both computer? Because they are not working. Final, the last sentence, either you return the money you had stolen or I will call the police. I really hope that this was useful and helpful. Thank you so much for watching it. And I'm giving you a homework. Production. Now produce 5 sentences of your own using either or neither nor. Thank you so much. Goodbye.